We found an easy way to make waterproof labels with tape, and the lettering is permanent because it's etched into the tape. To get started, all you really need is some waterproof metal tape and a pencil, and maybe some pressed leaves or stick down letters, and we'll show you all the tricks with love for a country house. 5 years ago, we figured out how to make labels with foil duct tape, and they're still in great shape after 5 years. And now we're reimagining them in copper tape. So this is the copper tape we use, and here's the foil duct tape. We love the color of the copper tape, but it did not etch as easily as the aluminum tape, so we started to combine them for easy etching with the pencil. Here's the first plant marker we made. We put a square of the aluminum tape on a T-shaped plant marker, then we sandwiched the marker between pieces of copper tape. We smoothed it in place with a cloth, pressing down any little wrinkles. Try not to scratch it because it's pretty soft actually. So here you can see we're using a pencil to etch the plant's name on the marker. The aluminum underneath the copper picks up the lettering very clearly. Now we can leave this marker outside indefinitely so we can remember where these flowers drop their seeds. We love this simple marker, but then we decided to see how fancy we could make a plant marker with only what we could find around the house. So we came up with a flat wooden spoon and some embossed greeting cards we'd saved. Embossed cards work really well for this project. We used tiny scissors to cut out shapes from the embossed cardstock. We stuck them down with a bit of double stick tape. We added letters using alphabet stickers. And it really helps to use the point of a utility knife to place little small pieces like this. Then we covered both sides of the spoon with copper tape. We didn't need any aluminum for this design. And then we cut about 1/8 of an inch from the edges because you want to make sure your outdoor marker is completely sealed and protected from the elements. Now comes the fun part. And this is outlining the details in pencil and watching the design come to life. The large background areas get filled in with little circle scribbles, which creates a hammered copper effect. So here's how we antiqued the copper tape. We used a touch of the Sharpie ink and we wiped it off while it was still wet, and it leaves a nice stain on the metal. If we get too much ink in one spot, we use the yellow Sharpie to re-wet it and wipe it off again. We used all these techniques again for this rustic looking horse label. We used layers of paper to create the design on a piece of aluminum pie pan, and then we covered it in tape. And we love this combination of wicker and copper label. And you can also cover 3D objects with metal tape, which is how we made this turtle garden marker. We covered an acrylic circle with copper tape, then we added a puffy sticker shaped like an orange slice. We traced the turtle design onto aluminum tape and placed it over the puffy sticker. And we love this marker, and we love real turtles, of course, too. Another way to make a design with the metal tape is to layer it over real leaves or petals. Here's one we made using a ferny leaf stuck to the tape. Then we layered it onto an acrylic circle. We outlined the leaf in pencil, and that really shows off this botanical design. Plus, we added colors with the Sharpie staining, which kind of reminds us of weathered copper. Look, the back of this ornament is clear, so you can still see the real leaf inside. Leaf layering was so easy and pretty, we did it again on a glass bottle for indoor use. These are real boxwood leaves under copper tape over a rectangle of aluminum tape, which was cut a bit larger so it created the border. So we etched around the leaves with our pencil, then did that background texture, just a bunch of tiny circles that give it that hammered metal look. So these two different colors of tape make it possible to come up with lots of interesting designs. Our favorite are these sun and moon charms with artwork found on Free Pick. First we put the aluminum circle down, then the copper circle. Then we put on a detail made of the aluminum tape. We traced the designs onto the ornament with a pencil, and once you remove the pattern, you can deepen the etching even more. And later, you add the stain with the Sharpies, and we hung these for fun on curly garden stakes. Here's another one we made with a watering can, just to show that they really are waterproof. Metal dog tags work well on these curly stakes too. This one got 3 puffy stickers, which we covered in copper tape. Etching around the stickers in pencil is what makes this technique work. So here's that two-tone effect on our soy sauce dispenser in the kitchen, and it's so much fun. And look at these little tiny fork designs too, so sweet. It's definitely worth it to us to take a little extra time to make labels as pretty as we can because these will last a very long time. They're removable for the most part, but they handle a damp cloth pretty well. So now our oldest ones are 5 years old. Outdoors, they may age and they may get weather marks, but we think that'll make them more interesting. We hope you like these too. We love this tape and there's so much more you can do with it too. Most of our artwork came from freepik.com, so we tended to look up logo designs on there because the logos fit well onto labels. We did a lot of measuring and then we printed out our designs before we started so that we could do the tracing very easily. We'll also link to a page of artwork that we use in case you want to use those same designs. Brown is our favorite Sharpie for antiquing the tape, so we bought a 6-pack. But as you'll see, all the pens make pretty stains once they're wiped away. And you can even use a ballpoint pen to darken the lettering too. Our round markers were attached to the curly stakes with jump rings, but the dog tags fit just right without any jump rings. We love this tape and there's so much more you can do with it. Don't miss the next episode of Love for a Country House. Click the sun logo to subscribe. See you later.